Hey everyone, I am here with one of my all-time favorite people in the world, and it's so exciting whenever I get to have a conversation with Lisa Natoli. Hey Lisa.
Hey, Cindy. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for watching and joining.
So this must mean that we're getting close to the next Pure Presence Conference, the Journey of Awakening. For anyone who has not met Lisa before, I just told her I was going to make up a bio, and that's because, you know, towards the end of 2017, I sent an email out to about 20,000 people, and I said to them, I'm going to make 2018 the year of the miracle. And somebody on that list wrote me back, and they said to me, if you want to make your life a miracle, you have to meet Lisa Natoli. So I looked Lisa up, did a Google search, go ahead and do a Google search. And I said yes. And everything about my life has changed as a result to first studying Lisa's work and then working for Lisa and introducing others to Lisa's work through the 40-day program and her master classes and all sorts of things. Lisa is known, among other things, to be able to bring clarity to what appears to be really complicated teachings. She's also, my experience, and I don't have her bio in front of me. She has done the amazing job of walking, um, basically dissolving the barrier between teaching like A Course in Miracles and a lot of the direct pointings and non-dual path as taught through masters like Rupert Spira and lots of others. And she brings those teachings together in one way. And she so beautifully and clearly um, invites people that say yes to her teachings and her master classes. They come and say, I have this pain, or my life is awful for this reason, or, all of these crazy things are happening. And she's able to bring them into these teachings and show them and all of us another way. So, yeah, it's a beauty and a delight, Lisa, to have you here. Did you like the bio?
Yeah, thank you. That was a good one. Yeah, I think that is one of my superpowers, It's just really I because of the way it's always been for me on this path, this spiritual journey, is to be able to use language that's easily understood by anyone and to meet someone wherever they are, no matter how depressed, angry, sad, afraid, is that because of how it's worked for me, I know how to reach them, and I know what's possible for them. So I love that you started off with that someone told you if you want the year of the miracle, you have to meet Lisa Natoli, and that's really it. It's a gift for everyone to really be able to see they can change their life around at any moment.
We were talking a little bit, and we'll talk about the conference. And there is a link to register, and you can attend this conference for free live. So click that link and register and give it to your friends and all that other fun, wonderful stuff. Um, but the question that I've been asking people, the presenters, um, that I'd like to ask you, and I got tears in my eyes and chills. So this is for you if you're listening, right? That's my way of knowing that this transcends anything that Lisa teaches and offers and anything that you'll find out in the conference. If you're here now, if you do nothing else but stop everything else you're doing and listen both to the question and Lisa's response, my sense is that the world, your world anyway, can change. So here it is, Lisa. We've been doing these conferences pretty much since the beginning of the pandemic. These last X 3, 4 years have been insane. And some would say that right now is almost more insane than it's ever been, right? There is um conflict among families. There is conflict in within the country. There is um, mass killings in small town America, which is, you know, scaring a lot of people globally. The the weather experiences have been insane. The economic experiences have been insane, and there is war, big war, scary war for many people breaking out in places. Lots of conflict, lots of war, lots of crazy things happening all over the place. And with the world appearing to be so insane and so chaotic now, what's the motivation to slowing down, stopping, and saying yes to attending a conference like the Journey of Awakening conference, or saying yes to fully committing to the work that you do?
Yeah, I mean that is the motivation is that the world doesn't slow down. We have to slow down. We have to be where we are in the middle of whatever chaos or fear is unfolding. It's not just in the last couple of years, it's over the last thousands of years. It's never been a time of peace. The only peace there ever is the peace that we discover. And then we carry that peace. And so this isn't about waiting until some perfect moment when the wars are all over, or we have money coming in and our relationships are working and we have perfect health and vitality and energy. I mean, everyone has something that they're waiting for, that they've put their life on hold and they're like, yeah, I'll do that. I'll come to that conference when, I have more time, or when, just things are a little bit calmer. This isn't a good time for me. And that's the thing. You have to have the intention that it's the most important thing, and you rearrange your schedule and you rearrange your life, because it's never ending. It's never ending. It's not going to stop. It just is not. There's one war, and then there's another war, and then there's another pandemic, and then there's another virus, and then there's another kind of cancer, and then there's another. And I knew this back when I was in my 20s. I knew it. Like, I was somebody that was a huge fundraiser for cancer and AIDS. I used to do all these 5K races in Central Park. I lived in New York City, and I was constantly raising thousands of dollars to end cancer and end AIDS and support, these communities. And it was never ending. I saw it so clearly one day of, like, you know, putting a band-aid on an amputated arm, or, as the saying goes, rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. There's no solution. I saw it. I was like, okay, so if we come up with the money to cure cancer, there's some other thing. It's just another thing. So we can, at some point, everyone can see the solution isn't waiting for the world or the body or your money situation or your relationships to change. It's the realization that you have the power and the ability to find the peace that is here. And then you can be in the middle of all of this. It doesn't have to change. And the paradox is it does start to change. So that's the reason to come. And I do say, like, for somebody who's hearing this, if you think you can't come, I invite you to rearrange your schedule and to say, this is the most important thing. How long have I been on a spiritual path for? How long have I been searching for something? This is it. Like a free conference with what I consider the most clear voices right now in the world, all come together for 3 days, and it's live. And there's just an awesome opportunity to ask questions of every teacher. There's community gatherings every single day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's free. That's like crazy to me. Like I love that the Center for Awakening, previously called the Teachers of God Foundation, continues to make these conferences free. I mean, they cost a lot of money to put on, but it's still like we're doing this. Like we want people to recognize that there's a solution.
So you were very clear, but I am inspired to say it again. Did you say that there's nothing more important right now than for the listener, whoever you are, please share this with your friends, to stop looking outward and say yes to spending a weekend with us with the purpose of connecting to and resting in the peaceful center. Those are my words. But I heard you say that no matter how it looks right now, this world has always been insane. When you were in your 20s, it was AIDS and cancer research, and before that, it was something else. There's been wars that have always taken place. There's always chaos in the world. If you believe that the world has to get better to feel okay inside, you will forever be waiting, and that there is a solution, and the solution is saying yes to this work. Is that what I heard you say?
Yep, that's it.
Just double checking, and the chills are still here. So when people say yes, and please, there were registration buttons there. So register, invite your friends. If you attend live, you can, there's absolutely nothing but your email address required, right? When they say yes and they come to spend 90 minutes with you, and I'll be in the background pressing buttons, and um, what is it that what should they prepare for or intend to receive when they spend 90 minutes with you at this upcoming Journey of Awakening come?
Yeah. My 90-minute class is called the Mind-Body Approach to Awakening, and I have the description here. You can see the description when you click the link and sign up. The sessions are there, the descriptions are there, the times are there. I am Friday morning at I think like 11:30 on November 10th. And to me, like because of 30 years being on a spiritual path, trying to go ethereal and trying to have an awakening and trying to heal while doing it all in like some sort of like vibrational sense, like I'm trying to get into the vibration, it wasn't working. And what finally worked for me was coming right back down into the body to start to look at the emotions, the trauma, the routine habitual patterns that I kept playing out that I couldn't really see. I could see them, but I couldn't see them, and the stories, and I'm sick and I'm sad and I'm afraid and I'm not doing this right and I'm a failure and I'm powerless, and then it would be like, no, I'm the light of the world. And then a spiritual concept would come in. And so it was a lot of confusion of how to really find peace right here, right now, that's consistent and lasting. And so for me, it took years, but it was like this grounding myself, coming back into the body, coming really right back into your emotions, how you feel. Don't try to escape how you feel, and don't try to say the body's not real. Come right back into it. And that's going to be what I'm going to be offering, is a class where you're invited to be present, perhaps for some of you for the first time ever, because mostly we're not present. We just want to get rid of these body symptoms. We want to get rid of this pain, and we want to get rid of this depression. We want to have more money. We just keep thinking, if only something would change, then I could be happy. And most people don't know about investigation and inquiry. of investigating these thoughts that are habitual in your experience every day. I have no money. I have no money. I have no money. I have no money. I'm so sick. I'm so sick. What am I doing wrong? Well, how did I cause this? So it's a pattern, and a chronic mental pattern becomes a chronic physical pattern. So you have to really come back into the body and start to see the activity, to feel, to actually start to feel what you feel right now. Not when you'll be happy, not when you're healed, right now. And to discover that what you're looking for is actually right here. And so that's what I'm going to be offering. There's going to be Q&A. People are going to ask me questions. And I'm also offering a bonus class for anybody that does decide to sign up for the paid and support the conference. If somebody can do that, we love keeping it free. And my bonus class is called The Vibration of Health and Well-Being. So I'm going to be kind of expanding on that. But it's available. It's totally here. The light is here, and it's something that everyone can access. So yes, it's gonna be a good time, I think. Like I think it's gonna be a life-changing weekend. Have fun.
For the record, whenever I'm with Lisa, I end up starting to dance. The energies.
That's
It
funny.
was great. I'll
Yeah,
just
because once you're in your body, like once most people are so, yeah, you start to really feel this movement and as bodies, when we start to grow out of childhood, we're told to be quiet, don't move, be good. And so we start to constrict this energy and we hold this energy of life and vitality and aliveness that wants to move. Like, I'm always moving. When I'm teaching, anyone who's been around me, my hands are always moving. And then Cindy starts moving and I invite that because I want people to start to feel this energy moving through the stuck places in the body, that all of us have different patterns of chronic fear, chronic anger, chronic sadness. And when you repeat the feelings of chronic anything, it creates a pattern and a constriction in the body. And so when we can start to come really in and find the stuck places, the energy starts to move it. And sometimes it feels uncomfortable. It's like, like you're crawling in your skin. And that's good. Like you want things to start moving again. And you want the life and the vitality and this aliveness to start to be present again and not try to hold. I'm not supposed to move. How many people have been in classes before where you're meditating and you're meditating and you feel like, oh my God, I can't move, I'm not supposed to move, but you can feel like, oh, I just want to get up, I just want to like get out of this chair and like turn off the video and like move. And that's what I invite. So I
the
hope you all
party.
join us.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say? I guess I'm I'm in the Lisa Natoli party space, which is, it feels light, it feels bubbly, it feels like, you know what it feels like, Lisa? It feels like the best day ever.
It's the best day ever.
Right.
And so, yeah,
So,
so I hope to see you there. I hope you join us. And it's going to be an amazing weekend. There's an amazing lineup. And you can pick the teachers you want to go to. You don't have to go to the whole weekend, but you do have to sign up in order to get the Zoom links. So you can just put your email in, put your name in, and then decide what you want to do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
but
Maybe
the
there's
one thing,
one.
yeah. So, Lisa, before I let you go, because you and I, we've been part of this experience since day one, right? You live with the man whose vision it was to create these conferences. So, um, Do you mind if we spend a minute, or why don't you share, or we can share a little bit about one of the things that's very unique about these conferences, which are the daily meetup cafes? Because you and I both host one of them, don't we?
Yeah, they have three meetup cafes, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I think they're 90 minutes each, and they're just a way for people to come together during the conference to talk about kind of the things that they're experiencing, their favorite things they're hearing. Um, yeah, it's just a cool experience to see others, just like-minded people who want the same thing. It's just to be happy and um,
Set our intentions. We teach each other
mhm.
what we've learned and what we heard from the different teachers. So many of my closest friends today I met in these meetup cafes. It's just an extraordinary experience. So I hope to see you all there. Thank you, Lisa. This has been a blast.
Thank you so much. I hope to see you there too. I'm very interactive in my classes for those of you who've never been in a class with me. So bring paper and a pen. I'm very interactive on the chat board, and I invite people to really just face whatever is going on with you. And we're going to do it in real time. It's not like I'm going to give you a little snippet and then leave you hanging. It's something we do in real time so that you actually feel and experience directly the light, the joy, the happiness, the peace, everything that's here right where you think you are, not when anything changes. And that's my greatest joy, to be able to teach people how that works. And
Love you,
you're
Lisa.
you're
Love
you're
us.
still moving.
Oh yeah, it's what happens when I'm with you.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. We love you.
Love
See
you.
you at the conference. Bye bye.